I'm Mackenzie, and I grew up in Lakewood, so just very close to downtown Cleveland, and I'm 22 and I'll graduate with a degree in history. I was undecided my first 2 years here, and it was really the faculty that drew me in. I knew that I was definitely headed in a liberal arts direction, and once I started taking history coursework and I saw the kind of thinking that went into history, the history major, then I knew that that was what I would love to do. I love how critically you have to think. It's really changed how I just view everything, how I view the news, how I view other people's opinions. It's really allowed me to both respect different points of view as well as look at them critically without necessarily being demeaning or criticizing. So I think that's a really, really useful skill that people across the board can use in every aspect of life. And at Cleveland State, I studied abroad the spring semester of my junior year. I lived in Prague, Czech Republic, and that was just really, really phenomenal, especially as a history major. You walk around and you can just see places where these really formative events in history happened. I remember the director of my program took us down the street and he said, "Oh, I remember coming here the night that the Velvet Revolution started. I was part of the big group of people protesting and gathering here. This is the street corner where it all started." And I mean, talking to people who experienced that, who were part of those moments, and then also seeing the physical place, it's just really incredible. This semester, I'm an education abroad assistant, so I help students who come in with questions about studying abroad. And I really love having the ability, knowing especially that my study abroad experience was so important to me, knowing that these students are trusting me to help them make this really important decision. To find out that I was a commencement speaker, at first I was really excited and then nervousness kind of took over because public speaking is always really intimidating, but it's also a really wonderful honor to be able to speak for the graduating class. I think because Cleveland State has a lot of non-traditional students and there's a lot of different people having a really wide variety of experiences here, that kind of environment I thought was really, really wonderful and could really foster some incredible ideas and growth versus a more traditional university. There's a lot of universities where you can go and it's a college town and that's what's there, but Cleveland State, I think, really does a great job of allowing students to pursue other interests outside of strictly academic life here, and really allow students to interact with the environment of Cleveland and just create their own path. My advice for an incoming student would be to really listen to yourself and figure out what you want to do, both in college and in general. So don't force yourself to go into college with this big plan. I'm going to be this major and then I'm going to get this certification. Let yourself figure out what you want to do versus really putting yourself kind of in this trench, and let yourself explore different courses, different internships, different just avenues. I mean, there's so much out there even beyond school for you to learn about yourself and learn about what you'd like to do.